Howdy brewers. So we've covered bottle priming, batch priming, and you've seen me force carbonate a keg, and now we're going to try one last style, and that is keg priming. So we have our beer here, it's a strong ale, and we've only got 71 grams of dextrose here. You only need, when you're keg carving, you only need about half the amount of dextrose or dry malt extract that you normally would if you were to do a batch prime for bottles. So this is the first time I've ever done this type of priming, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to let it go for 2 weeks at 18 degrees, and then I'll put a tiny bit of positive pressure hooking up to my keg system and pour it and see how the carbonation levels are. So that's it for keg priming so far, but I'll show you what the finished product looks like. See ya in a couple of weeks. Cheers. Howdy brewers. We're going to test the keg prime that we did the other week with half the amount of dextrose. So I've just got it in my keezer, and I've got just about 10 psi pressure on it to push the air through the line. Let's see how it looks. Jeez, do you like head? Might have been because the glass has been sitting in air temperature, which is about 35. I might try chiller glass and see how that works. Be back in a few minutes. Let's try for take 2, this time with a chilled glass and less pressure. Perfect. So this is the Cooper's extra strong vintage ale, just with extract kits, some steeped Aurora malt, which is their, what is it? I think it's their biscuit malt, and my last beer brewed with American Ale 2 yeast, which I don't recommend if you like your hoppy beers. Not a lot of hop aroma. I would have expected more for 3 grams per litre of dry hops, and I used aroma hops. Good amount of oil. Alright, well, a lot of malt that you'd expect with 2 cans of malt extract, and also 300 grams of what is a really rich aroma malt, being the Aurora. It's pretty close to the Cooper's extra strong vintage ale in terms of the body. Probably the same in the body and the malt flavours, but the bitterness is just a bit too high. Anyway, as you can see, keg priming works, and you only need to use half the amount of sugar or malt extract that you would if you were batch priming. Happy brewing!